Hello and welcome. All right, so today I wanted to talk about something really, really important. Today I wanted to talk about sex. I know you're probably thinking, why are you talking about sex? This is a magic channel. We talk about magic, we talk about plant charming, we talk about witchcraft, we talk about this. Well, and that's exactly why I wanted to talk about it because sex is magic. Sex is magic, and intimacy is magic. Even love is magic. These are manifestations of powerful manifestations that we create with our own energy. That is magic. That is the exact point of magic, to manifest things. So it is one of the most powerful tools that there is. So that is exactly why I want to talk about magic and sex and the importance of it. And not even just sex in general, but I want to talk about. I posted something on, I think it was Instagram last night, and it really kind of hit home for me. Like, I was sitting there and I was thinking, and I've been contemplating a lot lately. And one of the reasons why it really kind of like hit me was that in today's society and in, as women, as anybody really, but especially women, we are so watched and so judgmented and looked upon, and oh well, she can't be sleeping with those guys, that she's a slut, or you can't have sex before marriage, or you can't wear that, or you can't do things like that, you can't be with yourself and be intimate with yourself, you can't masturbate, you can't wear that top because you look like a whore. Like, it's, I mean, really with everybody. And I'm fully aware that men get just as much judgment as well. For a guy, it's cool to have sex with so many women all the time. And everybody is judgmented when everybody has judgment around this topic. But for women, we're looked down upon when we're okay with ourselves, we're intimate enough with ourselves, or we're okay to be intimate and discuss our intimate pleasures with people. That's looked upon as wrong. Or knowing who we are and being okay to express our bodies in the way that we dress, that's looked upon as wrong. It's looked upon as, no, you're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to wear those kinds of clothes. You're not allowed to not wear a bra. You're not allowed to not wear underwear. You have to do what everybody else does, and you have to do what you're told is right. And that is the biggest problem. That is one of the biggest problems in society today. And it's so frustrating because for so long, women and girls, and you're taught to believe something, so you really believe it. So you believe these things about you, and then you don't learn to fully maximize your own personal power. For the longest time, I believed that there was something wrong with me. I really must just be a slut. I must be just, there's something wrong with me because I wasn't like other people, and I was okay with expressing myself, or I was okay showing my body, and I was okay with these things. And then as I got older, you're told for so long that you're weird, there's something wrong with you, that you're not okay, you're sick because you feel these things, you feel this way because you don't want a really long intimate relationship. You want to do, you know what I mean? Like, if you want to be intimate with yourself and you want to talk about it, then talk about it. If you want to experience sex with whoever you want, you are okay to do that. And I'm not saying go out there and be unsafe. I'm not saying put yourself in a dangerous situation. I'm not saying don't take responsibility for your actions, because that is another really big problem, is that not owning up and being responsible for the actions you choose to take, because you have to be responsible for yourself. You are the only person who's going to be responsible for yourself. And if you want to experience your full maximum power, you have to be honest with yourself. You have to be truthful to yourself. You have to do what you feel is right for yourself. You have to engage in this energy and in this power and in this manifestation within yourself. And you have to be responsible for you. The decisions you choose to make in the long run, you need to be willing to accept those decisions. And you need to be comfortable with those decisions. It's just this is something I've been thinking about for a really long time, because the whole point of embracing the sacred prostitute aspect of a woman's own defined feminine energy is owning that dark path. It's owning that dark aspect of a woman and understanding who you are and it being, what do you like? What makes you down and dirty? What makes you feel wild and ecstatic? Like, those are important to understand about yourselves. Those are important to really be comfortable with yourself enough. I know what I like. I know what I like to do. I know what position I like the most. Like, owning those aspects of yourself. And I really, really think of the divine exhibitionist and the sacred prostitute, because these are things that we've been told for so long are so bad and they're so negative and they're not okay. So we really think that. So we don't learn to own it. So we can't come to our fullest potential, our fullest power, our full divine self. We can't be one with the power of the earth, with the power of the mother, with the power of the plants, with the power of the elements, until we own the aspects in ourselves, good and bad. Even though they're not good or bad, they're just whatever you want to consider light, whatever you want to consider dark. It's just learning the aspect of the yin and the yang and the infinity. This isn't somewhat of a ramble because I feel like I have such a little amount of time and I have so much I want to get out to say. But, you know, journaling and thinking, all right, thinking of the divine prostitute aspect and or the sacred prostitute, the divine exhibitionist. What are these aspects and what do they mean to you? How important are they to you? If they're not important to you, why? What makes you so uncomfortable with it? Is it uncomfortable for you to think about yourself in that way? Why is it uncomfortable for you? You know, those are things. I started doing embodiment work a couple months ago, and well, I guess I started doing embodiment work a couple years ago, but I started really dedicating myself to it a couple months ago, and it is the most uplifting experience you will ever feel. It is like movement, manifestation, and meditation in that kind of aspect. When you are fully breathing, you are feeling every part of your body. You know what your toes, your fingers, your knees feel like. You are embodying your whole self. So that in turn helps you to really know who you are, feel what you want to feel every emotion that you have, every pain, every trauma, every love. And then when it comes to, it makes me be able to understand when my guides are communicating with me. How are they communicating with me? Because I'm in my body and I know myself and I feel myself, that I know what's me and what's them. Because I'm understanding these aspects of the sacred prostitute, the divine feminine, all of that. This was a ramble and I didn't even mean for it to be a ramble, but I hope I got my point across. I hope that you guys journal this topic and I really know what you want to hear. And I want to know what you have to say about it. Thanks. Bye.